done, that work come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get out of the way to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta sit through. If you had a twin.
Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm doing something a little different today because I'm just really in the mood to give y'all a little bit more about me and just talk to y'all, get personal, know each other. So we're gonna do like a little get to know me / story time type of thing, I guess. I'm not really sure what's gonna be at the moment, but once y'all see the title, y'all gonna have it all figured out, you feel me? But let's get into the little things. Of course, if you guys don't know, my name is India Adelise. I just go by India because it's easier for people to pronounce, and I'm tired of people butchering my name. I am 23 years old, Southern baby from the North Cac, from the South. If you know, you know. I am a Southern belle, and I quite literally make it one of my personality traits. I do not care. I'm an only child. I learned how to do makeup when I was like 16, and I picked up some makeup brushes and I haven't stopped. I've been doing it ever since. So that is kind of like a little background about me, and that's honestly it. It's not much to me, you guys. I go to work. I'm 23, just out here trying to make it and trying to make makeup a full-time income at some point because I really want to be a makeup artist. But that's gonna take some time and we're gonna get there. But right now I am focusing on perfecting my craft on myself and making sure that my beauty content is 100% what I want it to be. So that's a little spiel on me. But today we are going to be talking about how awful working in retail is post COVID. Y'all, I don't know if any of you guys work in customer service / some type of interacting with the general public type of jobs or anything like that, but has anybody else noticed how these people are getting a lot more unruly and just insane, specifically after COVID? Because y'all, I was working during COVID, not the entire time because I had another job, and unfortunately in 2020 when COVID had first hit, we had gotten laid off from our positions and we had got put on like unemployment. Y'all, the unemployment checks was fat. They were amazing. I can't even lie. But I was actively still trying to find another job because just being in the crib all daggone day just wasn't it for me. In hindsight, being 2020, I should have used that time to perfect my makeup skills so I could be a makeup artist. But God didn't put that bug in my ear at that time because he knows that my head probably wouldn't have been in it. Neither here nor there. But I've worked in customer service since I was 18, so COVID hit and it changed everything, and being an essential worker and everything, because I wasn't unemployed for long. I started working at a grocery store. If y'all ever been in North Carolina and know what a Harris Teeter is, that's where I used to work before I moved. I loved my Harris Teeter crew, loved them down, missed them very much, besides the point. But dealing with customers during COVID was really insane because people were just actively losing their mind. I really wish that there was another way that I could explain the way some of these customers were acting during COVID. We're literally fighting off a global pandemic that at the time there was no vaccines for. We masked up, trying to keep ourselves safe, going to work every day because entitled motherfuckers was mad about not wearing no mask and still wanted to be in a grocery store all the daggone time, which I thought was crazy. And to the point that people were just acting insane in the grocery stores. People are literally dying in the hospitals, can't breathe, on ventilators. You see your coworker one day and then they're gone the next because they find out that they got COVID. And at that point, when COVID was so bad, people were literally lungs giving out in the hospital, pneumonia, put them on a ventilator, and then people were literally dying. So with that being quite literally what our lives was for a whole 2.5, almost 3 years, now that it's considered post-COVID, because the CDC is talking about how COVID isn't a global emergency anymore, whatever the fuck that means. But people are starting to go back to what life was kind of pre-COVID. Life will never be the same, but people are trying to get back to that point, which I understand. We want that sense of normalcy back, but to be very fair, nothing is normal anymore. We were watching our friends and family and loved ones and people that we knew and worked with and that we're close with dying. So like there's no such thing as really going back to the way it was beforehand. It just is what it is. But I've noticed that the type of people and the type of customers that are interacting in the general public have gotten more and more insane. They're crankier, they're ruder, they are a lot more demanding and entitled to things, specifically the palm colored folks. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna be honest, I do not like white people. And working in customer service is the reason I don't like white people. Y'all, people always like to be like, it be black people that complain. No, it's white people that do the most and complain the most. They want every cent, every dollar, and they want to go into these grocery stores and haggle with the people that work there about the prices and stuff. I've heard people complain about the most outlandish things and get so upset because, oh, they weren't getting their way. Meanwhile, I'm working at this shitty customer service job and I'm paycheck to paycheck, and you're complaining to me about some stupid shit that I don't fucking care about? Sir, you don't even realize how entitled you sound because you literally have it made. You're complaining about, oh, blase blase and blah, 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 and oh my god, I had to spend $400 on groceries. The price and inflation is getting ridiculous. Be thankful that you are given the opportunity to even spend $400 on groceries to feed your family. When the majority of me and my coworkers really be looking at each other like, who gonna buy lunch today because we're all broke. So it's just really insane. Like, you could tell the people that have worked in customer service and the people that haven't worked in customer service, specifically post-COVID, these people are literally insane, y'all. Like, I wish I could make up half of the stuff that I've seen and half of the stuff that I have heard. Like, we had one customer, because there's a liquor store attached to the grocery store that I work in. We had a man throw an absolute fit because he couldn't return a bottle of liquor that he half drank, and he said that it was nasty and he wanted to return it. Sir, it is state and federal law that we cannot return any type of alcohol, liquor, beer, wine, and spirits included. That is a state and a federal law. Not only did you buy it and walk out, that's final sale. You broke the seal, drank half of it, and then tried to come back and return it. And then got mad when we told him he couldn't return it. He wanted to speak to a manager. We called a manager. Our manager said the same thing that we said, and he was so mad and irate that he literally threw the bottle on top of the counter. He didn't like really throw it, but he slammed the bottle down on top of the counter and was like, I'm never coming back here. You guys will never get my business. I'm going to tell everybody about how you don't want loyal guests and customers. And then I seen him in the store buying groceries 2 days later. I thought you wasn't coming back. I thought you was telling your friends not to come here. And all of that other hoopla shit because you was mad that you couldn't get your way. Sir, I'm not breaking a state and or a federal law to please a customer. If you was trying out liquor that you wasn't sure that you was gonna like, you should have got one of the little mini bottles before you bought this big old $80 bottle. I don't know what to tell you, sir. You just don't have to be mad about it. But it's just insane, the type of things that I hear and people complain about and people get irate and mad about, because I wouldn't be mad about that. If I spent $80 on a bottle that I thought was going to be good and then I'm just like, I don't really like it that much, I'd just be like, well, I know not to buy that again. Not you literally trying to come back to the store and return it. We had a man get a pizza, which I think is crazy to get a fresh made pizza out of a grocery store, but whatever. Ate half of it and tried to get a 200% guarantee refund back for it because the pizza wasn't good. But you ate half of it, so it obviously was good enough for you to eat like 4 whole slices out of this mug. It must have been good to your tummy. You just wanted to get your money back. And these people will stand there and yell, scream, fuss, and cuss about not being able to get what it is that they want. Like, we don't have policies in place to prevent people from abusing the system, to the point that they done had to change the whole policies to keep people from abusing the system. Like, it's insane. It's so crazy. I wish I was making up half of the stuff that I'm literally saying, because the amount of people that just act a daggone fool in these stores is insane. Like, I would never go to a grocery store or a retail store, wherever, and treat the cashiers or the people working there the way that we get treated. We get treated like garbage by these people when we have to tell them no, that we can't do something for them, and they be acting like the fucking sky is falling. And it is just insane how people act in these roles. Like, we're not people too. Like, they just be yelling and screaming at us like I'm not a human. But if I raise my voice, yell and scream at you like how you just screamed at me, I'm going to lose my job. Which is why so many people are leaving the customer service industry. This is why we're having mass companies lose all of their employees, because people are not putting up with the BS anymore. That goes for any industry. We are tired of being overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, and treated like boo-boo by these people and these companies. That is why that there's been such a mass quitting, and people are silent quitting, and they're only doing the bare minimum at their jobs. That's exactly what it is. And I feel like if these companies and these corporations don't see that and they don't step it up, they gonna lose all of their daggone employees and realize that the backbone of their companies wasn't them. It was the workers. I just went on a whole tangent and I really started venting and ranting, and I'm sorry y'all, but I had to get all of that off my chest. Say a prayer for your favorite customer service worker, because it's hard out here for a pimp. That's all I got right now. This is the end of me ranting. This is the look. We're going to get into some slow-mos here in a second after we finish off the finishing touches here. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you're blessed. I hope you feel loved. I hope you feel safe. I hope you're focusing on your mental health. Remember to take it one day at a time. We all got this. We all getting through it. And I love you guys. And I will see y'all in the next video. Enjoy the sounds of Doja Cat.
I eat that lunch. She keep that booty. She keep that plump. That natural beauty. Yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Back till you see it. Back, yeah. Back till you see it from the back. Back till you see it from the back. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back. Bring that ass over, Doja, bring it back. I'm a big dog tryna eat the kitty cat. I'ma slide in the way it fit. I can tell we match. All about my racks, hella cheese. I don't put rats. Big crib in Hollywood. I don't even that. Come relax, let it attack.
Yeah, sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now, baby. I took it.